Here's a fun makeover to share. This is a grandmother clock that a client dropped off, and he wanted it to be completely different, and he gave me an inspiration pick to follow, which was basically green and yellow colors. So here I am, I'm just quickly scuffing off the finish, just a quick scuff sand to take off old residue, and that's my husband helping me balance my table because the clock was very uneven as far as weight distribution. We finally got it right. For this piece, I am using Dixie Belle's chalk mineral paint. So all I need to do is scuff sand, and then I will wipe the residue off with a very lightly dampened paper towel, and then I can start applying my paint directly onto the piece. In order to recreate the green from the inspiration pick, I'm going to be using a few different colors of chalk mineral paint. The first coat is Tree Frog Green. After the first coat of Tree Frog Green had dried, I decided to start working on the yellow highlights. So the first coat that I did is the color Lemonade. This is a paler yellow. This is the first coat that I'm going to use, and I'm going to build it up from there. I'm going to use my blending brush and just quickly blend over the yellow into the green to create the first layer of paint. Now, in order to replicate the green of the picture, I needed to deepen the hue of the paint. To do this, I'm going to create my own custom mix, and I'm taking that Tree Frog Green with another color, which is called Palmetto, and I'm adding that in. And I do not measure my paints, I'm just going with the flow and mixing it in, and at the end, I'm going to add some antebellum blue to give it an even deeper hue. Now I'm on the right track with the color. It's deeper and it is a truer match to the inspiration pick. So once again, I'm going to blend in the yellow, and I am taking my sprayer, my spritzer, adding some water, blending that yellow into the green, and this will definitely give the piece depth of color. Now this is where I decided to add the wash of the antebellum blue. The green still wasn't quite what I wanted. It just needed a little bit more of the blue, and so I took my paintbrush, I dipped it into water. Now I'm dipping it into the blue, and I basically wiped that over the entire piece of furniture. Not the yellow, just the green. I allowed it to slightly dry and buffed it in. Now I didn't get any footage of my adding the yellow colors, but I added Daisy as well as a deeper yellow, which is called Kernel Mustard, and I applied these in layers over the trim. I also added touches of gold metallic on the edges, and you'll see this in the up-close pictures at the end of the video. Now I'm taking my 220 grit sandpaper, wrapping it around my sanding sponge, and going over the entire piece. Once I do this, I also lightly distress the edges. This really brings out the different layers of color. And to seal this piece, I used Dixie Belle's Best Dang Wax in Clear. I applied it over the entire piece and then buffed it out with a soft cloth. And here is the final result. This beautiful little grandmother clock was given a complete makeover using chalk mineral paint. And I also, as you can see in the pics, I painted the face, and for that I just stippled on different colors to create a new look for this beautiful little clock. And I distressed back so the numerals could pop through the paint. And here it is, it all meshes and complements each other, and my customer is thrilled. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.